This story is about a beautiful woman by the name of Shauna Roy. Her maiden name is Williams, and her hometown was Saginaw, Michigan. Shauna Roy married Tony Roy III on July the 22nd of 2022. On July 15th of 2023, around 7:20 p.m., the police got a call to do a welfare check on Shauna Roy. Her husband, Tony Roy, killed his wife and dismembered her body and put her body parts in garbage bags and set it in the bathtub. Shauna Roy's friend, Dominique Van, said that they had been friends for 30 years. She explained that Shauna was such a compassionate and kind person. She did everything she could to help anybody. She would do hat and glove giveaways for homeless people. If you needed something from the store, she was going to the store, she would call and ask if she can bring you something back. If you needed help with your house to be clean, she was there to help. Her friend, Miss Van, stated that she was such a giggly and funny person. They had known each other since she was a young girl for 30 years. Miss Van stated that she thought it was kind of peculiar when her friend was not replying to her messages. So at some point, a phone call was made to do a welfare check. Tony Roy was stopped in Detroit, Michigan on a traffic stop, and during that traffic stop, he pulled out a gun and pointed it at himself before turning it towards a female acquaintance who was in the vehicle with him, according to the Michigan State Police. When Tony Roy turned the gun towards the woman, the Michigan State Police trooper shot and killed him. I just want to paint this picture about Tony Roy and how such an evil man could get such a beautiful, kind, spirited woman as a wife, and then you marry her on July 22nd, 2022, and you kill her July 15th, 2023. Tony Roy was on parole. He had at least 17 felony convictions on his record, including 8 for armed robbery. In February of 2015, a Genesee County judge sentenced him to 6 to 9 years in prison. Caught with contraband in prison in 2017, Roy was sentenced to an additional 6 months to 5 years in May of 2018. The Michigan Department of Corrections paroled Tony Roy in the summer of 2022, the same year that he married Shauna Roy. The MDOC listed Roy as an absconder on July 11th of this year, 2023. Also, while he was on parole, Tony Roy in March, was charged in Genesee County District Court for aggravated domestic violence, torture, 2 assaultive counts, 8 gun-related offenses. The case was dismissed the following month. Shauna Roy was the mother of 2 sons, aged 16 and 7, and now they are with their maternal grandmother. I'm doing this story because some people get second chances in life. And I would think that Tony Roy III got a second chance. Got out of jail, married this beautiful woman, to within 1 year of marriage, you done killed her and dismembered her body and threw her in trash bags like she was trash. I think we women need to have the elder men in the family to vet the man that you're trying to marry with a background that he came with, all the time he's been to jail, all the violence. It just boggles my mind to think why she would pick a person like this to marry. I just don't understand it. So I'm doing this story so we women can think twice about the man that we marry or the man that we choose for boyfriends or companions. Are you doing background checks on these men? Are these men people that you knew from childhood growing up? And just because you knew them from childhood, you felt it was okay to marry someone with such a long, lengthy record of just being a total asswipe and a badass. We have to do better, women, ladies. We have to do better on picking our spouse, our companions, our boyfriends. Everyone said that this particular lady, Shauna Roy, did not deserve this at all. She was a sweetheart. Her dream was to open up a home. This is just so terrible. She wanted to open up um, a home where you can take care of people. That was her dream, to open a foster care facility. May she rest in peace. And I can't say that Tony Roy will rest in peace. My condolences go out to both of the families, though, because this is sad for both families, and especially her 2 children. Here goes the rest of the story. Do better out there with y'all crazy asses. Keep your hands to yourself. Quit going out there beating up on people, killing people, and being abusive. Just stop. Damn. Welcome to Straddled Events. On this channel, we bring you the truth. Sometimes the truth is quite ugly, unbearable, and you just don't want to deal with it. But on this channel, you're gonna get it anyway. You are straddled the fence of good versus evil, right versus wrong. And on this channel, we're gonna tell you to do better. Please like, dislike, subscribe, and share the videos. Now let's go.
Continuing coverage, a man accused of killing and dismembering his wife shot and killed by police. Burton police say it started Saturday when officers responded to a welfare check at Kings Lane Apartments.
Investigators say they received reports of a woman inside who was dead. TV5's Lanita Brooks joins us live from Burton with details. Lanita?
Burton police responded to Kings Lane Apartments for a welfare check just after 7 o'clock Saturday night. It was then when they arrived that they found a horrifying crime scene. They discovered 41-year-old Shauna Roy had been completely dismembered. Her body parts had been placed in garbage bags and set in the bathtub. It was then when officials determined her husband, 44-year-old Tony Roy, had killed her, mutilated her body, and left it in the apartment. A warrant for his arrest was issued Monday, and that same day, Michigan State Police attempted to arrest Roy in Detroit during a traffic stop at about 11:40 that night. Roy then met officers with a firearm, pointing the gun on himself, and then at a female passenger who was in the car with him. Officials say as he was pointing the gun towards that passenger, he was shot by multiple troopers, killing him on scene. As for the passenger, MSP says she suffered minor injuries from glass fragments and she will be okay. And anyone who has any additional information is urged to contact police as this investigation is still ongoing. We're live in Burton. Lanita Brooks, WNEM, TV5.